Buy your tickets for Skankfest in New Orleans.
Oh yeah. Where's the next one?
I will say a good
If
commercial.
it's a cruise, I'll kill you. I will not go. We're gonna have to stay at sea. Like, we're gonna have to quarantine that fucking
They
thing.
have to send they have to send you on a raft to an
Yeah, the
island.
Skanks fans give rats diseases.
Fill her up.
You're listening to the GaS Digital Network.
Is Shane Gillis really replacing Joe List on the Regz? Did Zac commit a social faux pas on Morning Zoo? Zac Amico has a change of character on Real Ass Podcast and the nail-biting conclusion of the Intern Olympics on Legion of Skanks. All this and more on this episode of GaS Digital Now. This is day after Nat coming here to warn you that we had a couple of technical difficulties during this episode, meaning that the original file is corrupted. So what you are seeing is the live stream recording from the website, which is why the visual quality is down slightly. This will not be an issue next week. Just wanted to warn you in advance. All right, enjoy the show.
It's time for GaS Digital Now. Join producer Natalie and Blind Mike to learn what's going on behind the scenes of your favorite shows.
Oh, shit.
We're back.
Welcome to GaS Digital Now, the GaS Digital wrap-up show. We talk about all the best moments that happened on the network this week.
The only wrap-up show centered on GaS Digital.
Truth. Very true. Welcome to the show, Mike.
Welcome to the show, fans and chat.
Yeah.
We had quite an exciting week, but first, what the fuck is with these hats?
I don't know. Just found them.
What's happening?
I just found them at the studio.
Whose birthday is it?
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
No, I don't.
Okay, because when I walked in the door, I saw Jorge blowing out a box of donut candles.
Mike, bit killer Mike. Mike just called me a fucking bit killer off air 12 seconds before the intro started playing. Did we not both agree that we were just going to not address it?
No, I didn't agree to that.
I agreed to that. I thought I said that to you off air. Wouldn't it be funny if we just don't address it? It's Jorge's half birthday, and we're celebrating it. It says half birthday right there. So everyone wish Jorge a happy half birthday.
So now it's a half of a hat. It's a half of a hat.
No, that's still a whole hat. It's just ripped in half.
And he
Get rid of half of it.
He gets half of my respect for doing a half birthday, which was at 0.
Take one half off and then put the hat on, and then you have half of a hat.
Buy one, get one, hat off.
Stupid. Yes, it is. Looks like end of the world, Armageddon outside.
It feels like we're walking around on Mars.
It looks like Mars. It smells like Ireland. Ireland always smells like smoke because they burn the peat for energy.
Eckenroth? Davidson?
P-E-A-T. That's what it smells like. It reminds me of the smell of Ireland.
But seriously, on Monday it looked like it was like a video game or like a simulation, and now it feels like we're literally on a city on Mars.
Yeah, you go outside. Every time I leave a building, I go, "Oh my god, it's worse than I thought." And there's the shit lettuce going around.
Yeah, I got.
You have the shit lettuce disease.
I got caught astray of that.
We've now immediately dated this episode.
Well, that'll be good for the time capsule. We're putting this
exactly.
episode into the time capsule for June 17th, 1986.
This was a fun week because midweek.
Because it wasn't midweek.
Halfway on a Tuesday at 1 p.m., 2 p.m., whatever.
Uh-huh.
There was
Central Time.
Yeah, there was a GaS Digital pool party at Lewis's house. You know, the normal time that people have pool parties. Tuesdays, midday. So yeah, a couple people were missing.
You're going to interrupt the Rattle Me This tour for a pool party?
I mean, I guess not.
We get to the pool party, and immediately Lewis was like, so yesterday James had friends over, and one of them threw a ball, and it hit my pool filter and broke it, and I had to get it replaced this morning.
Holy
And it was $1,500.
shit. I did not hear that at
Yeah.
all. Good on him for getting that shit handled immediately.
But pricey.
Yeah. I mean, having an in-ground pool is pricey. I'm taking this off. I'm sorry. Having an in-ground pool is pricey. And you kind of know that. But I mean, I guess it's like having a car is pricey too. And it sucks when you got to sink $1,500 into it.
What if your insurance payments are more than your car payments because you've gotten into 9 accidents and
You should get rid of your car. You should stop driving if that's you. If that is familiar to anyone listening, you should stop driving. Or get a cheaper car. Yes, we get there on Tuesday at 1 p.m. I thought that I was going to have to do part of the problem, and then Dave canceled. So midday gift for me. All the usuals were there. Shannon had to miss. Karen had to miss. Jorge had to miss.
Yeah.
I
think
think-
Jorge just didn't want to go to New Jersey.
He did have work that day, but then also that doesn't help. Yeah. Most of the other usual suspects were there. Even Ralph went in the
Kevin
pool.
Spacey was there.
Yep.
All the usual suspects.
All the usual suspects. Very good.
Ralph went in the pool? I didn't even see that.
Yeah, Ralph went in the pool, right? Confirm. There
Did
were
he-
lots of children there as
Did he
well.
shriek out of fright?
I don't think
of the
that's a
water?
Frankenstein thing.
Uh-huh. Frankenstein is afraid of water for sure.
I don't think that's true. There were lots of children there.
All right, well, did his knees submerge? How about that? Is that a better
Very
joke?
good. Yeah, he only got up to his knees from standing there.
In the deep end?
Yes, the Butterly family was there for the most part.
Shout out
One of the
them.
kids was missing, but the other two were there. The two boys were there.
R.I.P. Lucy.
Yeah, she's vibing out there. I talked to Tim about her a little bit. And then there was a
And then there was
series of events,
Oh, yeah.
series of activities.
Little teaser, I competed with Fritz.
Why
In
would you
in-
spoil the results?
I'm the worst. I'm the bit killer.
All right, I'm gonna censor that for the public. If you're watching this live,
I
are
competed in a child Olympics.
Yeah, he
'cause I
competed
have
in a
the
child
brain power
Olympics.
of a
It was
child.
rigged. Anyway, we won't tell what happens in it, but it did happen. It'll be a future GaS Journal.
Very-
Now that GaS Journal is back, that's news.
Yeah.
GaS Journal is back. It's returned. You guys had a couple
was a great
funny
edit.
tidbits from this party before we started rolling. I'm already forgetting them. My memory shuts off as soon as we start recording.
Crack Amico was there. Guest of
yeah.
honor.
Crack Amico
That
was there.
Okay, so here's funny. I found out that across all wiggers, they are hydrophobic. Do you know what hydrophobic
Yeah,
means?
afraid of water.
He would like walk up to me and be like, "Oh man, I ain't even ready for that though. Oh no, man, I can't even be touching water like that." It was so funny. He just wouldn't go in the water. And Serafina clowned my ass, but I even went in before the food came because I was just
Yes.
hungry. But I'm like, I can't even do it anymore. I gotta
It's-
get in the warm water.
It's funny. We were joking that the two of you guys were just like up there networking, and then eventually 2 hours into the party, you were both kind of like, well, guess I should probably get in there. And you both were in there. There was a lot of basketball playing happening in the pool.
It's a tradition.
Yes.
The pool basketball league that happens. And
Yeah.
it always has to be Lewis versus Tom because otherwise it's rigged.
Yeah, height-wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
And Lewis still always wins because he's got home court advantage
That's
and
true.
is big.
Yes.
But yeah, that was fun.
Hold on. I thought you guys had
No,
something
y-
else.
It was a great time. You noted the water temperature was perfect, which I found
Yes.
interesting and accurate.
It was like it was warm enough that when you went in, you weren't like shivering or you didn't have to adjust
Yeah,
at
you didn't
all.
have to adjust.
But it also wasn't that weird thing where you step in and it's like as warm as
it's like
it
a
is outside.
bathtub, yeah.
It was cooler than that, so it was just right. It was
Yeah.
Goldilocks temp, and it was. We were also talking about how much I hate saltwater pools, and I'm glad it wasn't.
Really? Why?
Because they're salty.
Why are you drinking it?
You know.
Why are you drinking it?
Well, you pee in it first, and you have to taste your pee.
Bro, I hated that. I hated that. I That was so bad I forgot completely what I was gonna say.
This is a debate on rap, and it's funny because Maddie Smith was like, Lewis, we literally had this debate last time I was on the show.
So I'm so glad that we can continue this because I was left with a cliffhanger.
And they were talking about, is it a barbecue if he orders barbecue catering?
I think a barbecue is an outside party where you feed people.
Okay, because Zach's made the distinction. He's like,
you invited people over for barbecue,
No, that's
as
crazy
opposed
what
to
it said.
for a barbecue.
No,
Right.
I think
there
that's
was no
I
barbecuing
kind of
happening.
I'm inclined to
so you
agree.
had people over for barbecue.
This was a pool party.
Yeah.
This was not
That's
a
what
barbecue.
the AI flyer was with Ralph and Lewis kissing.
Yeah.
You should cut that in as one of the images
I
that
will.
we're required to put in now.
Don't say that. I will put that in though. It was very hot out, but it was very
Perfect.
Good. I was also
It's been
day drunk.
the best amount of temp. It's been really nice out. I love the temperature it is outside right now.
Mike loves when it's 97 degrees out.
So good.
It's disgusting.
We played. What else did we do? Besides pool bat, James was there.
Yep.
Lewis was. We can cut this in the show because I don't know what else I'm gonna do with the footage. Lewis and Harrington were sparring.
Yes.
In the grass.
Harrington's skinny now.
Yeah, he's
crazy.
No, he's not skinny. He's buff.
Harrington's buff now.
He's in shape.
Yeah,
'cause I know
he is here.
For whatever reason, I can see that we're all in the lobby and loud. So.
Yes. All the usual suspects were boxing. I played that Velcro catch with Tim, and that was really delightful.
That was cute. I liked watching you guys do that. That was
I liked that a
adorable.
lot. And then afterward, we were both like, my hand hurts.
There was a lot of frisbee happening too.
Yeah.
Alex said that she couldn't. She was having trouble catching my left-hand throws.
That kind of makes frisbee.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense that it would lean one way. You sick?
Yep.
That sucks. And considering we live together.
Oh no. I'll sleep on the couch.
Anyway, that was, and then we gave Paco a ride back to Jersey City so that he could be closer to the city.
Yes, he had to do favors to get the ride too. He had to give me favors.
He had to give Mike favors, and that was editing.
But that was it was a fun day all around. There was a lot of booze.
Yes. Like I said, I was definitely day drunk. You were night drunk. Meaning that you stayed drunk the whole way home, and then you argued with Paco the entire fucking ride back to
He was
New Jersey
antagonizing.
City. No, he was
Yes, he
antagonizing you for the first minute, and then you took that tiny thread and you pulled it for half an hour. It was crazy.
That's how Paco antagonizes.
You could have just let it. Me and Paco wanted you to let it go. That being said, successful day.
It was cool seeing Lewis's new house, and it's way better than the last one.
Yeah, it is pretty nice.
Very white. I knew how stark white it was going into it, and I was like, it's even whiter than I imagined.
It's very white in there.
Yeah, Jenny was there for a little bit.
She was.
And I saw Lewis keep calling her a thief, which was very funny.
That's hilarious. Just about their like personal business.
I don't know. I was just going to the bathroom and he was like, Jenny the thief.
Hilarious.
Jenny the thief.
What's a word for someone who doesn't uphold their end of deals? Because you could call Lewis that. Not to her. I mean to other people that we know.
Well, we'll get to this later in the show, actually. This is a teaser for the Regz.
Yeah.
The Darvo method. We'll get to that.
Absolutely. I think that's it on the pool party. I had the leftover barbecue. I like a
Did they have anything?
You guys have anything else?
What were you and Paco fighting about? That's hilarious.
How his performance in the GaS Journal in the contests.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Because he
Paco
loves to criticize my performance.
Paco made one. I swear to God, Paco made one comment
There's-
at the very beginning of the drive, and then Mike drunkly kept being like, "I'm not like this. I'm not
There's
like
a
that."
loaded history to this.
There is a loaded. You're
precedent.
so right.
There's like in court. There's like they call it like precedents or something.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. There's
legal precedent for this.
Yeah.
There's gastual precedent. Yes, that's kind of it. I had the leftover barbecue for lunch today. It was delightful. Very Very good. And that was barbecue.
You look
even
hot,
though
by
he
the way.
didn't barbecue it. Thank you. That's it.
This is the first time I'm seeing you today.
I know. I had to leave for my dog sitting job pretty early this morning. So Mike and I met up here 5 minutes before the show.
And you look good.
Thanks.
What do we have to talk about next?
I mean, yeah, life studio stuff. I haven't been in much.
Oh,
Although I was at Skanks on Monday.
I was gonna say that. So on Monday, I was recording something for the
oh yeah.
for the specials promos, some like a behind the scenes video that I'm putting together, and part of for the filming that I was doing, I put on a suit, and I didn't have time to change to go to Skanks, so I showed up to Skanks in a suit.
His one suit.
And then when I came outside, Tim and Tristan came up to me, and Tim was like, you look like
Haven't you people ever heard of
closing the goddamn door?" Yeah.
And I have a hat like that.
Yeah.
I should have put you in it.
I bursted. That's what it was.
Yeah. I chimed in with it.
Yeah, and he said that's what I look like, and I thought that was pretty funny.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
But Skanks was wild. We can just jump into
Yeah, let's
that.
get straight into Skanks.
It was the finals of the Intern Olympics, and we have to... Zach's fucking rant was the best.
So good. We're just going to put that right here.
Everyone that wins these stinks and is useless. When are you guys gonna learn?
They keep winning!
The definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. It's been fucking losers every time, and then the second and third place, like shithead here, are really useful and good people, and then they stick around.
None of the best intern, the winner never is the best intern.
Yeah, I've been saying that on this show for 4 years.
I mean, he said it best when he was like, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. That was the best.
Very, very good. Yeah, I really liked that a lot.
And then he was like, this guy's gonna fucking leave you for Adam Carolla in 6 months
yes,
anyway.
that was a good dig. At a specific person we know.
Who also has cerebral palsy.
Basically. They also did the lie detector tests.
Yes, classic. Me and Serafina had to do that.
So did Jorge.
Yeah, he's not on the show.
Pitching it to you guys, the audience. I would love to do some bonus content watching all of the lie detector episodes of people that still work here. We got Mike and Paca, we got Serafina, we got Jorge, we got Alex and Harrington.
They didn't do the lie detector.
Yes, they did.
Oh, they did, but
Yeah.
that was for their wedding thing.
No, Alex specifically told me that Harrington was asked, "Have you fucked Alex?" on lie detector before they were publicly out.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I
fucked her.
I think that we should do, if you guys would like to see some behind the GaS digital paywall content of those people watching those episodes.
And also, we're gonna put Dom under the lie detector test.
Yeah, Dom and I have
Nat.
never done it. Yeah,
You don't understand how nerve-wracking it is.
I can imagine. That's why it's cool that I didn't have to do any of that to work here.
Oh boy, Serafina, how nerve-wracking is it
showed my
sitting there
merits.
waiting for the results?
Dude, I'm literally embarrassed by it. Like, a few times a year it's been since I can't fall asleep because I did that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was nervous and embarrassed. Is actually, yeah.
What was worse? Because I didn't do this. The shot collar or the lie detector?
Because of how dumb I am, the lie detector was worse for me. Just by my own.
You're like, everyone expects me to react to pain because of the shock. I know what this is going to be.
No, I
going
somehow
in.
made the lie detector feel worse for me.
Oh, hilarious.
Mentally, yeah.
You're like, I can at least mentally prepare myself for a shock.
For a physical pain versus an emotional pain. That's great. So yeah, I think we are going to do that. However, this was my first time watching one in real time.
Really?
Yes. I wasn't there for Alex and Harrington's wedding episode or whatever. Right? Wedding or baby shower?
Wedding.
Yeah, I was not there for that one. This is the first one I've ever seen in person.
I thought you were at the Mark Normand one.
Who did they lie detector?
Mark Normand. I thought you were on. I thought you were there for that.
No, I don't remember that. Sat right behind G Mike. I sat with Alex's mom and Laura.
Oh, yeah.
I got drunk too early at this one, and I feel like I was annoying everyone sitting around me.
Alex's mom also famously done the lie detector test.
Yes, indeed. Very at the wedding one, right?
Yeah.
Very good.
No,
yeah.
no. It was the baby shower.
Oh, the baby shower. Yeah. That's pretty good. Fun to watch. Is it real?
It's pretty real.
It looks pretty real. Definitely.
If it got Ari Shaffir to say that, to detect that he was lying when he said that he thought that Brendan Schaub was a good comic.
Hilarious.
Pretty accurate.
I also still think about Justin Silver being a little bit attracted to Tim Butterly, right? Was that it?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that.
That's a good one too.
Brutal.
So
who isn't?
Gimmick. Yeah, I was gonna say exactly. Gimmick's whole thing turned out to be that he's for real gay.
Yeah.
Every single question,
which maybe is for the best for him.
Started wide and got more specific to have you made a dude come and liked it, and he was like, yeah.
And finally you asked, have you ever been happy to make another man ejaculate? Gimmick said yes. The lie detector test determined he was telling the truth.
As far as game theory goes, he did a great job in making them not ask any other questions.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. That's true. Well, to obfuscate any further questioning of anything else.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I'm gay.
That's so funny. You're right. He's hiding a huge secret, and he managed to like get them to not ask about it.
Smart.
Yes. Very good. And then it was Nutsack was like 20% piss related, drinking piss related questions. And then what were the other ones?
They asked Cerebral Prawl if would he destroy GaS Digital if it meant that he could be not disabled.
And that was unsure?
Undetermined.
I like that. The best part was...
Thank God I never got asked that.
That's hilarious. Although Jorge was asked if he would cancel anyone at GaS Digital, and he said yes.
And he's doing it slowly but
surely.
He's doing
it right now. He's the rat.
Death by 1,000 cuts is what he's doing at GaS Digital.
Cerebral Paul, when asked if there's any shot in hell that he could ever do any of the tasks.
Do you think there's any chance in God's green earth you could fulfill any duties we would require as an intern?
No.
Damn.
Was probably the funniest move on his part.
Yep.
All very good. And then there was a rap battle, and Cerebral Paul won handedly, I would say.
Yeah, Gimmick couldn't even get the punchlines out. He just gave up, and they're like, wow, that was gayer than your lie detector.
He choked on that.
Yeah, it was so bad that literally they did. You know, you've watched football at least, right?
Yeah, I've seen football. Yeah.
So you see, you know, like when in the game clock, when it gets to a certain point, like less than a minute, if the team that's winning has the ball, they'll just stop the game because there's no way that
the other team could get up to that level.
Yeah.
To that point.
That's what it was there at the end, where they were like calling it before the beat had even stopped playing because they're like, well, your new winner.
Yeah.
The confetti was shooting as as he was still trying to get a bar out.
Oof. Yeah. It was a great episode.
That would have been... We should have gotten Gatorade and dumped it on Cerebral Prawl's head.
It's pretty good. I like that a lot. Yeah, great episode. Fun to be around for.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of chicken bites. That's mainly what I remember from it.
But Zac and Tim were great on it.
And Crack Amico, who's not Crack Amico anymore. He revealed his new song.
Let's talk about it. On Rap, he comes in and it's premiering on the TV. Crack Amico is now white again. It's a catchy hook.
It is.
I remember when Zac first played it to me, I'm like, well, that's going to be in my head for 3 days.
I want to be white again. I want to be white again. I want to stop committing crimes and be on time again.
We had inside knowledge. Zach was like, he's been closing on the road with it, and it's hilarious.
Yes, and then Mike did tell me that, and then I saw Crack Amico in the studio, and he was like, hey, I have a new reveal, and I had to pretend to be like, oh, no shit. But he was wearing like a bedazzled cowboy hat when I saw him, so I was like, oh shit, I wonder what it is. And then I always feel like, I think that he gets this a lot, but I feel like I'm always striking out with him. But I think he's also said that he's super awkward.
He's really awkward.
Yeah.
That's why I get along with him. Because we're just
he's
two
great.
awkward dudes who are wiggers.
Not anymore.
Being like,
he's white again.
Oh, yeah, true. Now I can't relate to him.
You can't. Yeah, you can't relate to him on that.
Yeah, and he was leaning into the being a Christian conservative during the episode,
on rap,
being like, "Oh, Layla, you have an OnlyFans. That's so against God of you." And stuff like that.
Yeah.
I drove him to the train after Story Wars last night. He was just reading the Bible the whole time.
Yeah.
He's truly converted.
It's crazy that he can read in the car like that.
His next song is called Leviticus 7:43.
I like it a lot.
Ecclesiastes 5-29.
Are you familiar with Bo Burnham's Pandering song, which is like a spoof of country music?
No.
That's what it's called Pandering. I was afraid that it was going to be adjacent to that, but it's not. It's very genuine.
Yeah, it was there I love the veneers. I thought the veneers were hilarious.
You made me spit out my water because I was trying to jump to answer that. Yes, the veneers are incredible and very, very funny.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. There's a red herring line.
Yeah,
that repeats.
So
pretty funny.
I asked him about this in the studio, and I was like, "What? Why did you? Out of all the NI words, why that one specifically?"
Right.
And he said, "There's an old Opie and Anthony episode where Colin Quinn and Patrice are on, and Colin Quinn makes a joke where he he does the replacement with the nincompoop, and he's like, so that's where I got it from."
It's pretty funny. What else would you say?
I don't know. There's other NI words you could have gone with, like nibbler. That's a good one.
I like nincompoop.
Could have gone with.
It got me the first time.
Like the old white lady, like someone who knits. I'm not even gonna say it because it's too close.
It's too close. If it's too close, it's too close. Either way, go listen to the White again. Very, very good. Did anything else?
But you asked what other words. So
world premiere. I remember the world premiere drop from when I worked on Real Ass Podcast.
Oh, classic. And you were there in the days when he rose up from the ashes.
We picked him. We let him in.
Yeah, it was
He had
last
missed
minute.
the deadline for the Crack Amico original contest. He had missed the deadline.
Also started by Tim Butterly.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So we let him in, but only if he was really, really good, and he was, and then he won. I think that's pretty cool.
I didn't know this, that I thought he had a producer this whole time. He doesn't.
Making his music?
He just finds beats.
I believe it. I believe that. Not that I would respect him any less.
He had a producer.
No, that's straight from the dome, dude.
The Iron Dome. Is he Israeli now? He kept being like, everyone thinks I'm Jewish. I'm like, no one on earth thinks you're Jewish, by the way.
Dog. Maybe that's why he did White again.
Yeah.
Did anything else notable happen on rap this week?
Yeah, it was just not besides the barbecue thing, which was very funny that Maddie was like, we literally did this last time I was on. I can't think of anything unless they can.
That's okay. Chime in or don't. I have Madhouse, speaking of Maddie, if you want to go to that next.
What happened with the Mad Dog?
Madhouse Dog. Mad Dog House. Yeah, James Mattern was on. There was a lot of funny little tidbits in this one.
I'm not used to seeing him not over Zoom on SDR show.
Yeah, I'm not used to seeing his whole body all at once. They were talking about...
I know you're making a joke, but he legitimately, his camera would be like just his nose and his eyes sometimes on SDR.
They made a comment about having body dysmorphia. Maybe he does that on purpose. He's like, I don't want to see myself.
Come on, what am I, some kind of chooch?
They were talking about how he was voted most theatrical in high school.
Yeah.
And he had one
sense.
joke that I really liked where he goes,
I want a specific role in Sweeney Todd. I want to be one of the pies.
Oh, great.
I want to be one of the deceased pies.
That really got me. But they were talking about the death of the Vegas buffet.
Yeah.
And they gave some good advice on what to get at a buffet. That's not disgusting. He said specifically, he was like, if you're cutting into a prime rib, I'll take a slice from the middle. Other than that, it's all disgusting.
If you go to a buffet, what do you go for?
So if I was going to one, you go for the meat. Like, so when they cut the prime rib, that's safe. But everything else is just sitting there and people sneezing all over the shit. I don't like any of that shit.
But he said that when he worked there, you could pay the guys extra to make you fresh stuff. Yeah. I feel like you have strong feelings about buffets. I feel like we've talked about it.
I like them. You know, I like a pizza buffet. They used to be like cuisine by cuisine buffet. Like they would have a Mexican buffet, a Hawaiian buffet, Chinese, but they would have every kind of
a Chinese buffet.
They would have in Vegas, I'm talking
Oh, yeah.
Breakfast buffet, like they would have themed buffets.
I've only ever seen in the wild breakfast and Chinese food. They just don't have other buffets around here.
You don't have Golden Corral?
No, we don't have Golden Corral.
Oh, you're missing out. What about Old Country Buffet? When I was little, and God rest their souls, we used to go as a family, like extended family.
Right.
Our outing would be to Old Country Buffet on Tillman Avenue in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And I always would remember standing in the line and then being like, Rufo, party of 7. And then you would go and sit down, and then you would get the mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
I always also remember my grandfather talking with the clams. Classic.
Cute.
Or what is the ones with the shell that you can make?
Probably clams.
Yeah. And
or mussels are the black ones.
Mussels. But yeah, it was... I am a fan of the pizza buffet, personally.
That's a no from me, dog. I can't imagine eating enough pizza to justify a buffet.
Well, it's about you get the novelty slices.
Yeah, but I still can't see getting more than 3 tops slices.
You push yourself for a 4th, and then you have a dessert one.
Ew, I don't think I could do that. I wouldn't get my money's worth out of that. Chinese buffet all the way, or Asian fusion buffet all the way.
What like
Chinese, but they also have pho buffet would be cool. Chinese, but they also have sushi for some reason, like that kind of buffet.
Oh yeah, with the red bananas.
Yeah, why do they have red bananas? What's up with that?
And
then a weird fruit dessert.
And a Jello.
Yeah, and a Jello, and a soft serve ice cream machine.
So bad. I'll be back.
Okay. Maddie talks in the episode about a soft serve ice cream at the buffet. I also wrote down that James Mattern said that this is the summer of Air 5s. I don't know why. He said he kept giving her... I was listening to it, not watching it, but he kept giving her Air 5s instead of real high fives. And I am a big fan of naming a summer as a summer of something, and I've been trying to place what this one is. I've heard a couple different things from a couple different sources.
I definitely don't think it's air high fives. That's hilarious.
No, but I think I like the idea that he is trying to make that catch on.
I couldn't agree more. The thought I just had was like, it's someone who doesn't want to touch you, and it's like a mean person being like, let's make this the air high five thing instead of hugging summer, you know?
I was gonna say, I also wrote down hypochondriacs on this page. That could be it too, where it's like, that's not why I wrote it down, but like, if you're not giving someone a high five because you don't want to touch them, it could be a hypochondriac thing. The reason I wrote it down here was because he either dated people or knew people who would always be like, you should get that checked out, and he leaned more on the side of like not getting it checked out. And his friend / ex, who's a doctor, said that he had a blood clot in his leg probably, and to get it checked out, and he like let it go too long, and he said it like swelled up like crazy, and he was in Aruba and had to go to an Aruban hospital. He said it was beautiful. But while he was there, he like showed it, and it was like on his leg. Yeah, he said it was like the size of like a cantaloupe, was I think how he said it.
And then I got off the plane in Aruba, and my ankle was like the size of a cantaloupe.
Oh my god.
And I know I'm mispronouncing cantaloupe,
No,
but
I
it's
like
more
it though.
fun that way.
Cantaloupe is funny as fuck.
I don't think I have any stories like that of letting something go for way too long and it becoming a big deal. But I have had the opposite where I may have said this on the show before, but I'm pretty sure I diagnosed myself as having bronchitis when I was like 13 years old because we just happened to be learning about it in a class. And I was like, I think this is bronchitis. And then it was. And I've lived with that. I've just like had that up here ever since, where I'm like, I was a child and I diagnosed myself with bronchitis. If Mike's not back here in 2 seconds, I'm going to switch topics. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're switching. I'm talking about HSR next. I filled in on HSR last week. Me and Dom in the booth. And KP had told me about this in advance, and he said, I am for real getting a vasectomy before this episode. Can you get a bunch of frozen vegetables for me to keep putting on my balls during the episode? And that's exactly what we did. And I told Dom to get a variety of vegetables, and it was pretty funny to have like peas and also like mixed vegetables for soup.
Thank you, Natalie. Natalie has provided me with some corn.
And then they kept cutting to the beer cutaway to be like, I'm gonna get you some ice. The ice is melting. So
yeah, thankfully we just had that cooler that we always keep in the fireplace.
I mean,
we ran out of vegetables pretty fast.
Exactly. There's always ice in there. It's very impressive, actually. Yeah, so if anyone's like not sure if that was a bit or not, KP really for real did have a vasectomy that day. And I really liked how he was like, you know how you sometimes have a sense memory? He was like, every time I hear wagon wheel, I will think about getting my balls cut into. That is so fucking funny, dude. I don't know if I have any sense memories that are that strong. Although I will connect this to Mike briefly, and he can talk on it later. About a year ago, or like maybe a little less than a year, Mike got an eye surgery. And I'm sure we talked about it on the episode immediately following. Much like KP, he got local anesthesia instead of like fully put you under anesthesia. And I picked Mike up from the hospital after, and I go, how was it? And he was like, I saw all of it. I saw all their fucking tools in my fucking eyes. So that's horrible. And then KP said that he's going to hear wagon wheel and think about getting his balls cut into. I don't think I have any strong sense memories like that, except for I have coconut LaCroix, and it makes me think of being really fucking sick from drinking. If you guys have any of those, let me know. But
I have a gross one.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I had like an ingrown toenail, and I had to get my toe chemically cauterized.
Ugh.
And before that, they numbed it with like shots with this
Okay.
giant needle. They put like 4 or 5 shots in my big toe, and I could feel it and just watch my big toe swell with this numbing stuff. It was the fucking
that's
worst.
horrible. That is horrible. Mike, we've pivoted to HSR. You took too long.
I was gonna bring that up if you didn't. That was crazy. He had a whole ass vasectomy on the show.
It was on the show. They cut his balls open right on the air.
They did. They sure cut his balls.
I was saying that wasn't a bit. KP really did get a vasectomy that day.
I thought it was a bit.
It's not a bit.
When Stanley told me that I had to get like the right tests taken to like do the vasectomy, I was like, dude.
This is the next level version of being a notary.
Now there are 2 hosts on the GaS Digital Network who are clipped.
Who else?
Dave Temple.
Oh, yeah. I knew that. Makes sense. Although these are all people that have multiple kids, so that makes sense.
Well, no, KP has 1 kid, and he is a stepfather to 2 children.
I was going to say, he's raising 3 kids.
Yeah, he said in the episode, he's like, we ran out of bedrooms.
Yeah, exactly. How did it make you feel that he said he would donate his cum to us?
Yuck.
Did that make you uncomfortable?
Respectfully yuck, and same with Tim Butterly saying he would drink my piss.
That was hilarious. We didn't talk about that on this, but I'll cut that in here.
Because it is piss from the inside of a body. It doesn't matter with the...
I'm going GBM regardless.
No way.
But here's the thing.
Nah, it's gonna taste like medicine, dude.
It's true, you're not wrong.
I'm gonna get fucked up on gay blind white piss.
He ain't hitting that cup.
Tim, it's gonna blind you like moonshine.
Yeah, we also, you missed, one of the funniest lines that no one acknowledged was that Zach was like, he's not going to get any of it in the cup.
I missed that. I didn't even hear that in person. Very good. But yeah, back to HSR.
I don't want anyone's bust. He should keep those 20 nuts and sell them in jars, like Shannon did
Like
with
Shannon
farts.
with the farts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, donate that shit. You get paid for that.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you should do. Yeah.
I think
Don't
it is.
waste them on your wife.
I think he did say that it was an excuse to practice the world's greatest pullout game.
But why would you need to practice that anymore? You got Snip for that reason. Just
That's
have
true.
a little bit of patience.
That's true. It is funny that they leave you with the exact number of nuts you still have.
Yeah.
Very good. He also mentioned that Filipinos are sneaky because sometimes you don't know that they're Filipino.
Well,
all the Filipinos I know, like
I was
mad
gonna
Filipino.
say disagree because you can always tell because they're the coolest, nicest, sweetest people.
Damn right.
I've never met
Paco's not included.
Never met a Filipino I don't like.
That's true. I agree with that. Actually, that's not true. One dude that I don't speak to anymore is Filipino, so never mind. Oops. It's funny because were 3 Filipino dudes that I was very good friends with in high school, and now I only speak to one of them.
Whoa.
So maybe I shouldn't be saying that. The one is who I'm thinking of, and he's the best. The other 2 less so. Anyway.
What about them? They're sneaky.
I didn't know Vanessa Hudgens was Filipino.
They're sneaky because they have Spanish last names.
Yes, but that also...
That's another sneaky aspect
That
of
also
it.
signifies Filipino. If someone looks Asian and has a Spanish last name, that's a pretty dead giveaway that they're Filipino.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I had for HSR. Very lax episode with KP and Stanley. And not a bad thing. Just like a low-key episode.
Well, one last thing.
Sure.
KP brought to the show that there is a TV show or a movie called Fega.
TV show, Dr. Fega.
Dr. Fega.
And he treats children. It's a non-fiction TV show from the looks of it. It's funny that they play it in hospitals.
Yeah. If it was real life, he would be giving out cocaine.
True. To children like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like pixie sticks.
Yes.
Here, have a fun dip.
Yeah, that's the real one.
Well, yeah, I love a Stanley-centric episode.
I agree. No disrespect to Fega, who's the best, but...
Rare,
yeah.
We also must talk about...
Regz? Is it time for Regz?
Well, first, Story Wars...
Okay.
Was pretty good this week. It was the second episode from the Comedy Mothership weekend that they did when we were filming the GaS Digital Half Hours.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Butterly was a guest narrator.
Very good.
And I did not... This was the first time I was... Even though I was there for the taping, this is the first time I heard it because we were so consumed with talking about what just had happened in the green room.
Sure. I'm looking for something specific, sorry.
It was a great episode, though. They were making fun of... Joe DeRosa was really getting in Sam Tripoli's ass, which I thought was hilarious.
Yes.
And then they kept yelling at Lewis for hitting on Lauren Compton, who was pregnant.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What is it with Lewis and pregnant bitches?
It's his thing.
That's disgusting.
He's got a thing for them.
Unless it's someone you impregnated. That's gross.
Yeah.
Okay, I found what I'm looking for.
Yeah, yeah, so they were making fun of Sam for, like, Joe DeRosa was like, I know why it's you, because he's like, it's obviously Sam because he hasn't put his iPad down since the last round and it was still up with the story on it, because it's supposed to be facing you so you can see the story details.
Oh, hilarious.
From old episodes, everyone's like craning their neck and like trying to read it on the monitor.
Right.
So now it's on your iPad, and then you turn it around once you
have finished writing the person you're voting for?
Yeah. Once you cast your vote.
Yeah.
And so it was still up from last round. He's like, that's how I know it's you.
This is clearly Triple. Triple H still hasn't figured out to take his iPad back. It's Sam. It's Sam.
And he's like, listen, I know that we all are doubting it's Sam because it doesn't have to do with the Jews running the media, but I think it's Sam Tripoli.
That's great.
And then every time Sam kept voting for Lauren Compton, even though sometimes it didn't make sense to him. She's like, why are you coming at me so hard?
That's funny.
Yeah, she had a good story. I don't want to spoil her story, but she had a very good one.
Okay. Well, then everyone just needs to watch the episode and see what was good. That's a very good tell to be like, you don't even need to know what this story is. You have the details remembered already. Can someone bring him some tissues, please? This is gross. Blowing your nose with like fucking McDonald's recycled napkins. Yes.
But yeah, it was it's always a good episode at the mothership.
Thank you.
Thanks. Also, could you get my sunglasses by chance if you know where they are out there?
You want to wear
Thanks.
mine?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, that was another great episode. I'm pretty sure. Did Jay win that one?
The episode? Seraphina's in the other room.
I don't remember, but yeah, it was a good one. We should talk about the Regz. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick. Is there anything from Fart Carnival?
Not specifically. They talked about this really
Thank you.
terrible acting in one of the newer Spider-Man movies. And how I really enjoyed them dissecting like why it didn't make any fucking sense. So I liked that. That was toward the episode. That's all I really remember as being like stand out.
Okay.
We can do Regz.
Zoo.
Okay, so you don't want to do Regz.
I want to save it for last.
Oh, okay. Why not say that? On Zoo this week was Cousin Sherry and Matt Maron. And Zach comes out with 2 stories asking if he was in the right for this. Or he didn't add, it's so funny. Zach being like, am I the asshole? And it's like him being the most polite motherfucker on the planet. And being like, should I have been politer, actually? The first one was, he said he lives in a building with mostly Muslim families.
Okay.
And he was on the elevator and a woman in like full burqa with like a little kid and a bunch of, I forget if it was like bags of laundry or trash or something. He goes, oh, I'm not going to make them wait here. I'm going to be like, yeah, I'll make room. Come in. And then the kid was like, no, that's okay. Like, we'll just wait for the next one. And he was like, should I take this personally? And the room kind of decided.
Is it me? Is it like that I'm a goof?
No, you're a man. They're not allowed to be alone with
Are they not?
a man.
I thought that was
Yeah.
Hasids. Is it the same? Are
I
they
think
not
it's the
allowed?
same.
So I found one thing. It says in Islam, if that's the appropriate religion, a woman should generally not be allowed in a private space with a man who is not a close relative.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
I didn't know that.
So that's why the kid had to be like, no, don't worry about it.
How horny are these motherfuckers it's a temptation?
I'm reading a no, it's like a piousness thing. It's like it's unbecoming to be in like a private room with a dude you're not married to or related to. I'm reading a book that takes place in Iran right now, and the main character is a professor, and she's talking about like right before the revolution, I guess.
Yeah.
Like right before it becomes super hardcore. She said that she like went to shake like a male student's hand and he like refused, and someone else had to be like, yeah, he can't shake your hand if he's Muslim. Like that's not allowed.
Can I finally talk about the most insane thing that I saw on the train? I told you about this, but I feel like the booth and the chat also needs to hear about this.
Sure, I don't remember what you're
fucking see
telling.
it. So
oh yes, you did tell me this. I know what you're gonna say.
I was coming home from the gym late at night, and I was taking the yellow subway, and I get in, and I look to my right, and there is a woman in a full hijab, full like dress thing that they wear.
Hijab being like hair covered, but her face was out, or
Yeah.
like not even face.
Hijab.
Okay.
But she still had like a very Muslim-y dress on as well.
Sure.
Feet out on the train, on the seat. Not even on the floor, on the seat in front of her, like lounging.
So barefoot as like
Barefoot.
her sandals were on the ground.
Barefoot.
Oh, that's so gross. That's
I'm like, how do you have to have your head covered up, but you can have your bare ass feet on the place that I'm supposed to sit? That's disgusting, dude.
It is pretty disgusting, but for you to be like, how does those two rules mesh with each other? I'm like, I can't imagine wearing anything but sandals with that getup. It's hot there. I feel like it's desert sandals.
Yeah, but in New York City where everything's air conditioned and in a subway?
Yeah, I mean, there is no excuse for having your bare ass feet on the seats.
And
That's
she didn't
gross.
it didn't even look like it registered that was a social faux pas.
Yeah, that's nuts.
It was crazy.
Yeah, that's
Serafina,
gross.
is that not weird as fuck?
Yeah, weird as fuck, for sure.
Yeah, very weird.
What was the other am I the asshole that Zach was
Oh, he was telling a story about how, and I feel like we can both weigh in on this. He was coming home from Philly. He said the bus fucking stinks. He looked into an Amtrak, and from Philly to New York was $150.
Yep.
That's whack.
Low end.
Don't you spend like $30 sometimes?
Yeah, but
That's at 1 a.m.
I'm not taking the Amtrak. Or if I do, the real hack here.
Oh, you take NJ Transit.
Yes, but the real hack here is you wait until the very last minute and you check the Amtrak app, and sometimes they'll have a few seats left and they'll sell it at like $15 to $25.
I couldn't disagree more, dude. The hack for Amtrak is you have to do like earlier. I've been in the same situation where I'm booking the day of, and it's like $200 to get home.
No, I mean
it's
like minutes
it's a curve.
before.
It's a bell curve. It's like
I mean literally like
start
10,
earlier.
10 minutes before.
Dude,
yeah, he's
what
talking
a-
already in the station.
What
Yeah.
a bad situation to be in if then there's no like ticket.
Mike loves to live like that. He flies by the seat of his pants.
Philly to New York, it's not like there's a shortage of options. So you're just kind of like, well, if I don't get this, I'll get something else.
Yeah, his other thing, like it just occurred to me, the cheap one is taking NJ Transit and like
From
switching
Trenton,
at Trenton. Yeah.
Which is a
Hi.
Hey guys, sorry we had to take a gay break.
They're
We had to
they're
make
trying
out.
to silence us.
We had to make out for like 10 minutes there.
They were trying to silence us, so we're back. I believe I was talking about Zach deciding between an Amtrak from Philly for $150 or getting an Uber for $170.
What?
So he just got the Uber.
The fuck?
And he said that he tipped the guy $40 in cash when he got in, and then tipped him another $40 on the app. And he was like, "Is that appropriate?" And everyone in the room was like, "That is extremely generous."
Yeah, that's way generous. Also, yeah, I mean the economics kind of work out if you're going all the way to Bay Ridge, but
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know, just take the bus.
He just said the bus was ass and it was less convenient. I don't know. He said, "Is this too bougie of me?" I think was the actual question.
No,
It was
Derek
not about
Gaines
the-
does it all the time.
Does he really?
Yeah, Derek Gaines notoriously takes Ubers all the way to South Jersey, which is arguably farther than Philly.
Tell me if this is crazy. I know that an Uber is technically like the more luxurious option. I don't want to be in a car with a stranger for that long. I'm like, get me out of here. This guy's listening. I want to be able to engage freely with the space. I would so much rather mind my own business on a train than be like, it's just me and this fucking guy for an hour and a half.
That's just Uber sometimes.
What?
There be long Ubers sometimes.
I know. I would just always prefer to take a train or a bus. Even like,
would you rather take an Uber share or the bus?
Depends how far. If it was like the middle of the night and then the next bus was not for like 2 hours, then I would much rather take an Uber share. The truth is that if I'm like drunk or something coming home from the city to Jersey City at late at night, and the options, if I had the means and felt like spending, $70 or whatever an Uber would be, if the train was more convenient, I would much rather take the train.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be obnoxious and drunk. I don't want this dude to be like, this bitch is going to throw up in my car,
Wait. You're saying so you'd prefer not to take an Uber?
Yes.
But then I've definitely had, like, recently, I almost didn't get off at the stop I was supposed to because I was too drunk.
That's never happened to me before. Also with our train, we're the last stop.
No, I'm saying I took the yellow lines to World Trade Center and I almost fell asleep on the way down, and the NYPD officers woke me up and I was like, "Is this Cortland?" And they were like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Okay, thank you." And I just walked off.
Oh, I guess that's never happened to me before. I don't think I'd ever let myself get in a situation where I was extremely drunk and alone and falling asleep on the train, I'll be honest.
You just said you were going to throw up. I feel like that's
I'm never going to throw up. A dude getting one late night drunk chick in his car is like, "Oh, this bitch is a fucking liability." Some guy, I was not even that drunk. I got an Uber back from my aunt's house in Bayonne, like not that far from where, like a 20-minute Uber. And I don't know why this guy said this to me, but halfway through, didn't say a word to me except for hello. Halfway through this ride, he goes, "You okay?" I'm like, "What? Do I seem not okay?" All of a sudden now I'm like this. Like, I don't want to be alone with a stranger for that long. I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable.
I think you have Uber anxiety.
Is this crazy? Is there anyone else who feels this way? It's just like much
No, I honestly
lower
get how you
maintenance.
feel.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes they're weird. Sometimes they smell bad.
Yeah, it's like it's like always inherently a little awkward, even if there's an established no speaking the whole time. It always feels a little bit awkward where it's like this dude is super aware of me.
I sound like a broken record at this point, but I don't know if Seraphine or Dom have heard the story about when I first week of working here, we went to Ari's unnamed storytelling show when he did it at Gramercy Theater, and afterwards we went to the bar with Beezer and Tom, which is
Brian Six for those
you're gonna
in the
get
booth who don't know him.
Pretty tuned up. We got pretty tuned up.
Right.
And I didn't have anywhere to stay. Because I didn't plan on
being
sleeping
out that
over.
late, yeah.
And so Tom didn't know what to do with me, so he just dropped me off here at the studio and told me to go to sleep. And I'm like, I can't do that on my first week.
I don't think I know this story.
And so instead, because I didn't have anything to do and I didn't want to be at the studio, I ordered an Uber back to my parents' house in King of Prussia.
From here?
From the studio, and it was $200-something.
Yeah, no shit. I've never heard this story in my life. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I definitely have told this story before.
You were paying $260 a month on fucking your Airbnb at that time, were you not? That was like your whole month's salary.
This was before I was Airbnb-ing, I think.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe it was. It was maybe it was around the same time.
But is it crazy to be like
I hadn't booked one.
that you were not responsibly spending them? Like that was a lot of money. To you
Yeah,
at the
well,
time.
of course it was. It's a lot of money to me now.
I
but
mean, it's a lot of money to me now,
Didn't want
too,
to
but-
risk my job at GaS by sleeping here.
Yeah, that's still fucking crazy.
And I wanted to be home, and I was very drunk, and that was the only thing I could think to do, and I did it. And
Yeah.
it was honestly, it was great because I fell asleep and I woke up at my parents' house, and then I went to bed.
Actually, that's kind of chill.
I
If
literally
you sleep
just
the whole time,
slept
that's
the entire
kind of chill.
time, and the guy didn't care at all. He was just this quiet Mexican dude, didn't speak a lick of English.
Yeah, he probably did care that you were taking him from Manhattan to Philly, but whatever.
For $200.
That's true. He gets like 160, something
Yeah.
like that. Because Uber takes that. That being said, drunk in the middle of the night, if that was my trip, I would simply rather die than fucking take that Uber.
If it wasn't possible, they wouldn't make it an option.
I don't know. I would just don't
If there
ever want
wasn't
to
a
be in a
market
car
for
with a
people
rando for
driving-
that long.
Well,
Sorry.
I think I could do it, but I'm also more inclined to Ubering.
That's fair.
Other crazy Uber story. I've definitely told this one on the show too, but again, I don't know if the booth or the chat has heard it before. One time, I got picked up by this lady, and her clingy boyfriend, definitely kind of abusive, was in the passenger seat, just kind of arguing with her the whole time.
That's awful.
And I'm like, this is fucking uncomfortable, dude.
That's the only thing worse than being alone in a car with a
It
stranger.
was clear that he was what? Nothing. I'm thinking possessive, I guess, or
Sure.
What insecure? He doesn't even trust her to go on Uber runs.
Right.
So he has to take the entire ride with her.
That's disgusting.
And it was fucking uncomfortable as hell.
Yeah, I think I did know that one. We should move on before
But
we wrap.
I think Zach shouldn't have given $40 in a tip.
80. He gave 40 at the beginning and 40
What?
at the
I thought it
end.
was 20 and 20.
40 and 40.
What?
40 total is
Oh.
actually 20%. 40 total is an appropriate amount. No,
That's
he gave
nuts.
40 at the beginning and 40 at the end.
I handed him 40 when I got in cash, and then I tipped him another 45 on the app.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah,
that's a good day for him.
Oh yeah.
Yo, 40 is enough. 20 in the beginning, 20 when you get out.
Damn.
And everyone was like, you made that guy's day for sure.
Yeah. Also, Shannon does this.
Yeah, I hate it every time. Any person that does that, I'm like, I mean, if you're an Uber
Shannon
driver, you kind of...
has had the insane conversation she had with that one guy the one time, remember?
Yeah, I hate that. I would never do that. That sucks. I'd so much rather
She always
be on
comes
a train
back-
and be minding my own business.
She always comes back with another entertaining story.
That's true. Some of them are good. Some of them are good trips.
Yeah. Did you see the off topic? But did you see the index to the air quality index?
Is orange
today?
Yes.
Did you check the entire map?
No, I
It's
didn't.
so funny. You look at Cleveland and it's just a giant black circle, and you're like, I don't know if that's related to the wildfires.
Ooh, yeah. Let's see. I'm opening it right now. Now it's red. It was orange, and now it's red. Wait, Cleveland.
It's like Cleveland was already like that.
Ohio. It's brown. Yeah, it's the worst. They're the worst.
That was just there already.
Yeah, all of New Jersey and New York are pretty bad.
I saw a video of train conductors who were driving a train through an Ontario forest that was on fire, and they
Ugh.
almost did. They were calling to the people in the back, whoever was I guess one of the engineers in the back of the train, to punch it, because they're like,
We gotta get through this fast.
Yeah, if we don't, this is gonna burn this train up.
Wow, that's scary as fuck. We're over time. We should do the Regz.
Yeah. So you knew about this before I did.
I wanted to talk about it last week because I'm still in the Regz group chat. As stupid as it is for me to still be there, I like it for stuff like this because you get a little peek behind the curtain.
Pay no attention to the nap behind the curtain.
when they were planning, there was just no way that Joe was going to make it in time for, like, he was traveling a bunch or something, and he wasn't going to be able to make it in with it. So he suggested that Shane come on in his place, and everyone agreed. And everyone was confirming, and Joe List goes, I'm okay with it, even though the numbers and comments will be depressing. And then Danny Braff goes, I'm flying on the 8th, so I don't know if I can be there in time. And Joe List goes, I am replaceable, but Danny isn't. And then during the episode, Joe List goes, is Shane being funnier than me? And Paco goes, do you want the truth?
Joe the truth list can't
and
handle
he goes, everybody
you
wants
can't
the
handle
truth.
the truth.
Joe goes, everybody wants the truth. All very good. So I knew that this was happening a couple weeks before it.
Shane opens the show by devoting his
loyalty
and affection as a avid Regz listener.
Yeah.
With making specific references to the show.
Also, I might be your top listener.
Yeah, you love the show.
You love the Regz. I listen to the Regz all the time.
Wow.
He's a big fan.
Is he an original fan? That means that he might know who I am.
Yeah, definitely.
I was always operating under this idea that Shane has no idea who I am because we've never met. But he knows who you are.
True.
Unforgettable.
They mentioned me on the episode.
Did they really? Why?
So Lewis was telling them about the Suarez drowning, which I don't think he ever brought up on the Regz before.
Really?
Which was
That makes
hilarious.
sense. Yeah.
And so he brought it up, and they were talking about like how we all look like mutants here or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they were talking about jumping off the top balcony thing, and Dan Soder goes, or no, Shane goes, was Blind Mike there?
Was Blind Mike there?
Blind Mike. Oh, there's just the guys just Blind Mike around.
Blind Mike jumped.
Everybody like scaled the side. The captain's like, whoa, hey buddy, why do they call you Blind Mike? And he goes, I'm just gonna jump off the top real quick.
That's funny. I really liked the part where they were, hopefully the next Skankfest is not actually on a cruise, but Shane was like, if you make it on a cruise, I won't go.
Yeah.
And they were making jokes about how, on a Skankfest cruise, the people are giving the rats diseases.
Yeah. We're gonna have to stay at sea. Like, they're gonna have to quarantine that fucking.
They have to send they have to send you on a raft to an island.
The Skanks fans give rats diseases.
It's the only ship that ran out of food.
Yeah.
I watched the clip on Instagram yesterday, and it made me laugh out loud.
Yeah. But to go back to your earlier point.
Yes.
Before we talk about cruises more.
We don't have to.
He also. They made reference to the fact that they talk about the same thing so much. And Shane was like, yeah, I will be listening to, like, it'll just autoplay an old episode, and I'll listen to it, and then I'll get halfway through, and I'm like, oh, this is an old episode.
Oh, this happened 8 months ago.
Yeah, he's like, you couldn't even tell by the way you guys keep repeating stuff.
Hilarious. Very good.
But, yeah, cruises, you probably have a different opinion than me. I don't know if I could do a cruise.
I just did a thumbs down.
But you went on a cruise before, so you might
I did. It wasn't my idea.
have a more positive experience with it.
It was fine. I was 15. I went with my friend's family. The living situation was pretty rough. It was 4 of us in one of those tiny cruise hotel rooms together. So that was rough. But being like 15 with one of my best friends, and they had like the teen club, and there were these little activities, and we like made friends and shit. That was pretty fun.
So also,
I just don't get the appeal of a cruise versus a resort. I don't want to be trapped.
Yeah.
We're learning a lot about my psyche in this episode.
Well, so here's the thing from our perspective, and maybe the fans are the same, but I don't know. Yeah, well, actually, that is a thing. They've mentioned this before. One of the reasons they can't do it is because you can't fucking bring drugs on a boat. Guys, are we recording?
Are we rolling? Okay.
Guys.
We had to move. That was crazy. That's never happened.
Honest, this was sabotage by Serafina because of comments made last week.
All right, Mike did make one disparaging comment that he corrected.
And so she cut the cord to our feed.
I guess she only saw the beginning of the episode. Drat. Just kidding. Don't know what happened there. Some technical difficulties. So now we're in B. We were talking about the regs and cruises and putting Skankfest on a cruise.
I was saying the drugs aspect for the fans and for us from our perspective.
Right. You can't get drugs on a cruise.
From our perspective, just hearing about Jeff R. Curry, shout out Netflix special, Jeff R. Curry, him talking about working as a cruise ship comic for so long and how strict the regulations are. I know as staff or volunteer for Skankfest, it's also, if I would have to be staff on that boat, it would be a lot of red tape.
Ugh, nightmare. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
That's awful. I thought you were going to say how working as a comic on a cruise sucks because then you're just like sitting around with, like there's no space.
No, I just mean as production staff.
Oh my God, you're so right.
headache.
Yeah, like what if we need a USB cable?
Yeah.
You can't just go to the store and get it.
That's true.
That's not, please don't do a cruise. That's nuts. I don't think I would work it if it was a cruise.
Well, you also heard what Lewis's pitch for it was if it were to be that.
Was?
Podcastaway.
That's funny. Just make it a tropical location.
And then
doesn't have to be on a boat.
And then Soder went boom because the joke bombed.
Very
and then Bobby Kelly went boo. Thought that was really funny.
Agreed.
And then so later, speaking of, Joe List called into the show to be like, "How's the episode going?" And well, okay, actually, first rewind. So first. Before that, well, actually, no, wait, yeah, I don't remember. But it was something like, Joe List calls in and they were like, yeah, it's fine.
We miss you. We're not having fun without you.
Joe List, you're live.
He called him back.
You're live on the regs with everybody. Hi, buddy. How you doing?
Joey, miss you.
Do you?
Yes, we miss you, dude. We love you.
Which is very funny. But here's the more important thing that happened. So Bobby tells a story about when he was a kid. He was playing Little League Baseball in the outfield. And he made a game-winning catch for his team in West Medford, Massachusetts.
Okay.
And he slid on his knees to catch it, and it won them the championship.
Wow.
And he has the plaque to prove it, he says.
Okay.
And they all thought that he was lying. They're like, that's the most insane catch to make ever, especially as a child.
Right.
You slid on both knees to catch a pop fly to the outfield.
Yeah.
And so he called his mom, and she couldn't remember whether or not she was there. And then she sounded a little bit senile.
Oh.
As in, like, she sounded a little bit, she started, like, being like, did you get the text I sent you? And it was about, like,
Sure.
About, like, his dead stepdad or something. And he was like, he's dead. And then at one point they were like, where are you? And she's like, at the Mariner. And, and Lewis goes, what is that? Like, an old folks, orgy. And Bobby was like, stop.
Yeah.
And she kept just saying stuff that dug Bobby more and more in a hole, so he had to be like, all right, Mom, listen, I love you,
God.
I gotta go. And she kept being like, no, don't you fucking hang up on me. But she didn't get that, like, everyone else is listening and, like, kind of making fun of him. And he's like, no, really, I have to go. And she's like, you gotta answer my question first. And he's like, no, I really have to go. And they kept, like, making fun of her.
Oh, my God.
It was very funny.
Rough.
Still 50-50 on whether or not Bobby remembers that story correctly, but it was a very funny exchange.
I like it.
Yeah, I wish that we weren't in a separate location so that we could talk about this more. But all in all,
we were already over time.
A good episode. You should just listen to it.
I will.
For fun.
I will listen to it for fun.
It was it's making me excited to go to Shane's show tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's very relatable, down to earth, and funny, which
Yeah.
I always appreciate in him. And it was yeah, there was a lot of good riffs. They were making fun of Suarez.
Shout out for not being able to swim.
Yeah.
He claims he can swim.
Yeah. But they were also making fun of GaS Digital a lot.
As one does.
But if you like GaS Digital
Yes.
and you want to help support us so that we're not gremlins for life,
Right.
You can subscribe to gasdigital.com using our code NOW. And speaking of lie detectors earlier in the episode, subscribe to our YouTube channel at GaS Digital Now,
Yep.
because if we get to 3,000 subscribers, we are going to take a lie detector live on the show, and I'm going to
Yep.
shock myself for every time I lie. Also,
You could just not lie.
I think it would be fun at some point to do some kind of goal. I was thinking about this earlier, where we have Ian Finance on as a guest.
I would love that. There's no way he's doing that.
If we get to a certain goal, maybe we could figure something out.
Sure. But
never say never.
Yeah, never say never. You're right. It's not that I don't love Ian. I think he's great. I just don't. He's a hard guy to pin down.
Yes.
Natalie DeChico edits on Instagram. That Blind Mike on Instagram. Yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel and sign up for the website with code NOW.
And follow GaS Digital on Instagram and Twitter at GaS Digital. Go to the YouTube channel GaS Digital Network, where you'll see some more GaS journals coming out soon, and
Yes.
my GaS 30 behind the scenes vlog that will also be coming out in early August.
Yes, very good. That's it.
Bye, everyone. Sorry for the delay.
Yeah,
The
sorry. That was
technical
wacky.
difficulties. But
But
we
we're
love
here.
yous.
Doing the Gen Z heart.
The
Oh,
Gen-
this is the Gen Z heart. This is the K-pop heart.
This is my heart.
Bye.